Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Memorial Day weekend episode of the OCNJ Local, your podcast for everything happening here in America's greatest family resort. We're your hosts, Dominick Dougherty and Drew Fasy.
And we are your local guys.
I'm telling you, man, it switched on me. Something happened on StreamYard. I don't know. But anyway, a lot more to talk about than which way my finger's pointing here, man. It is upon us. It's first coming. Official weekend of summer is here. It is about to go down. Summer 2025. Let the 100 days begin. I'm excited, Drew. I'm excited.
We slacked a little bit on the countdown, Dom, throughout the winter, but I remember we did an episode right after Labor Day, and here we are, man. Memorial Day is here. We survived winter, especially
bad winter too.
March and April. Yeah, what a winter at the shore! What a spring at the shore!
Well, that's all right, man. This is why we make this place our home. This is why we tough it out for what's about to happen. So
I was up on the boardwalk today, and it was rocking.
It was beautiful. Parking lots,
sunny, and there was a lot of people out there.
There were, man. I went for a late evening bike ride. Ended up catching a little bit of the boys lacrosse game down on the turf, and the parking lots in 5th Street and 8th Street were full. So let's go. But yeah, man. So, we got to be, why it's Memorial Day, why we are excited for, the start of summer and everything. There's a much deeper meaning to Memorial Day, and we would be, ungrateful.
Remiss.
I was looking for that word, but I wasn't going to say it correctly.
You were. I could see the smoke coming out of your ears.
It was, we would be remiss if we didn't, take at least a minute to honor all of those who, gave their life defending our freedom, so that you and I can, sit in our offices / bedrooms and talk about people wanting to build hotels and, who makes the best cheesesteak and, all these things that we take for granted every day, come unfortunately at the price of young men and women's lives overseas. So thank you to them. Thank you to them.
And that is what Memorial Day is all about, to honor those who gave their lives and gave us our freedom. And you're right. Two goofballs on a podcast, are doing what we're doing and living in the greatest country in the world by far, bar none, because of those who protected our freedoms. Right.
That's right. Yeah. Thank you.
So Memorial Day weekend. Let's see what we have going on, Dom. Starting Friday, a kind of a quirky Ocean City tradition, which is freaking awesome. I just actually ran into John Walton and Stacy Dempster out pounding the pavement, trying to get people involved. John's been involved since day one, and he's a great dude. He's a vet. He's a Marine. So Friday is unlocking of the ocean and the business person's plunge. Participants, nice. Yep, fun stuff, fun Ocean City thing. Participants dress up in business suits, carry briefcases, and march into the ocean to the strains of pomp and circumstance to welcome the new season. So that is noon on Friday of Memorial Day weekend at Moreland Terrace Beach. And that's, okay. It's, again, big key. They unlock the beach, open up the beaches. All the business people go into the ocean, and the ocean temperature is what, Dom?
62 today. So
62. Okay.
hopefully it stays warm. Maybe get a couple more degrees here in the next couple days for them.
Yeah, for anyone going to be marching into the ocean.
Me?
Here, let me do this. For anyone marching into the ocean on Friday,
I'll be
in their
marching in for other
OCNJ
reasons.
Local garb,
Listen,
good luck at 62 degrees.
hey, we need I'll be in there taking videos and stuff up for it, and I won't know if I'll be dunking myself. But
I'll be disappointed if you're not in there, buddy.
What do we got on Saturday?
Saturday is the Memorial Beach Challenge. If you remember, Dom, we had Mike and Amy Valls last year on our program, and so the Memorial Beach Challenge honors those who served, and it supports the heroes still in the fight. The awesome. Proceeds from the event, and it is a obstacle course race, basically on the beach, as well as other races for kids and stuff, and it benefits 31 heroes. So the 31 heroes are the 30 service men and women and one service canine who were killed on August 6, 2011. They were Navy SEALs. They were shot down in Afghanistan in a Chinook helicopter. So all the proceeds go to the 31 heroes, and it funds treatment for veterans and suffering from mental health issues. So couldn't ask for a better cause, a better venue, the Ocean City Beach, and good people running the show there. A lot of volunteers involved there. If you have some time and you want to give a little bit of your time to our veterans and their care, definitely go volunteer on Saturday morning.
Awesome. And then Sunday's action packed as well too.
Sunday is very action packed. So it kicks off at 9:30 a.m. at 35th and Haven. The OCYA Memorial Day ceremony. They've been doing it for, I don't know, 50 years, I want to say, maybe longer. I don't know. So there's a ceremony, and Greg Donahue does a real nice job in talking to all the Little League kids about what Memorial Day is about. It's not just a day off from school. It's not a day to play baseball and have a barbecue. It's to honor those who lost their lives in service of our country. And then following that, at 10 o'clock, there will be both a major and minor league game. So both fields are being utilized. It's a great day. It's a really great vibe. It's all Ocean City teams. It's all Ocean City families. We have music. We have the concession stand open. It's just a great day at the Little League. And this year, we're going to be honoring Mike Ignacio, who's a member of the Public Works team. Mike basically takes care of the baseball fields in Ocean City, among other things. And he's going to be honored for his commitment to the families and kids of Ocean City, because Mike does an awesome job, really cares about the Little League program, really cares. He goes out of his way. Him and his team go out of his way to take care of those fields. So that's Monday morning, 9:30 a.m. The ceremony starts at 35th and Haven. Then following that, and so, as you know, the OCYA is near and dear to my heart. I was a coach. I've been involved for years. I'm a board member. I'm an announcer. I'm the treasurer. But maybe a little bit bigger, the same day on Monday at 11 o'clock is the city's Memorial Day service. And that has all the veterans in town involved, the VFW, the
American
VFW,
Legion.
American Legion, thank you. It's a really awesome ceremony at the Veterans Memorial Park between 5th and 6th Street on Wesley. That starts at 11 a.m. If you want a really memorable and emotional celebration of our servicemen and women, that's the service to be at. They do an awesome job, and the guys at those two posts really do a great job with that. So that's 11 o'clock on Monday, and then later in the day is the National Moment of Remembrance. That was established by Congress and ask Americans wherever they are at 3 p.m. on Memorial Day to pause in an act of national unity for a duration of 1 minute. There's actually, it is meant to be wherever you are, but in Ocean City, the moment of remembrance will take place on the boardwalk. So that's a pretty cool thing also.
That is cool. I'll be starting a flag football game in Upper Township, so I'll make sure my kids chill for a minute and when we do that, or at least I'll try to. Maybe I'll call timeout. I'll call timeout if I have to. So we'll see. But lots of stuff going on. In addition to all these events, the island is back in full swing. Businesses are open. People are in town. Our small little island of 11,000 people is going to grow to 100,000 plus here. Probably starting, I would say, Thursday.
150 to 200,000 this weekend.
Wow, Drew's going big. Going big. Everyone's going to start coming in Thursday night, Friday, Saturday. Sunday afternoon. It's looking like it's going to be a sunny weekend. Not necessarily getting super hot, but clear skies, bright and sunny. People are going to be out and about, so it's important. Take your time, slow down. It's the first weekend of summer. There are many days left, and many more time to enjoy Ocean City. So stop at your stop signs. Take a pause. Pedestrians, if you're crossing a street, make sure the driver sees you and they know that you're coming. Don't expect them to stop. Please, more people, more possibilities here. If you don't know where you're going, ask somebody.
We're a friendly town. Ask
somebody that's got on flip-flops and is riding a bike. Their odds are they might be helpful. If you're a native, who am I kidding? If you're native, just do whatever you want. You can. You've earned it. Just go ahead.
If you're local, though,
be patient. Right? This is why you're here. This is why you've chosen to have your life be other people's vacations. So enjoy it, be grateful. And, one thing I've been telling myself a lot lately as I've gotten busier is not, oh man, I have to do all this. I have to do this. I get to do this, right? I get to slow down a little bit in the summertime. I get to help somebody out who's lost. I get to recommend my favorite restaurant to somebody who might be here for an hour or two. Look at it that way. Flip that script, and fingers crossed. If you're an Airbnb-er, just try not to blow your hand off with fireworks. All right, please.
Yeah, Dom. Let's reiterate this because it's important. If you're driving, you can't be in that big a hurry. Just slow down. Take your time. Stop at stop signs. Don't roll through. No. Stop at stop signs. If there's a pedestrian crossing, stop for him. Make yourself feel good by doing a nice thing and stop for them, right? If you're a bicyclist, follow the rules of the road. If you're supposed to stop at a stop sign, stop at a stop sign. If you're supposed to stop at a red light, stop at a red light. Follow the rules of the road. If you're a pedestrian, protect yourself. Don't just walk out in the road and look at your phone. Protect yourself. Make sure the cars see you. Make sure the cars are stopping. Then hustle your little butt across the street. Don't look at your phone and take 10 minutes across the street. Hustle across. Wave to the cars who stop for you and thank them. And everybody's safe. Nobody wants to get in an accident. Nobody wants to hit a bicyclist. Nobody wants to hit a pedestrian. Use some common sense. Chill out. And let's everybody get along and have a great weekend.
Another thing to remember too, real quick, before we wrap this up. 2 things actually. Lifeguards aren't out. So if you want to jump in the water, find a lifeguard. Your bigger beaches are going to be guarded. I believe you have St. Charles Place, Brighton, 8th Street, 9th Street, 10th Street, 12th Street, 22nd, 34th, and 58th. So if you want to get in the water and you feel like swimming, try and find a lifeguard. If you're not a strong swimmer. And my other thing,
even if you are, the water's cold, man. Right?
Yeah, it's cold. Well, you'll find out.
You have a higher chance of getting in trouble in cold water.
So, and then lastly, when you're out shopping, when you're out eating, when you're out doing anything, please have patience for the people who are working this weekend here in Ocean City. For a lot of people, these are high school kids who it's their first job. It is their first busy weekend. Have some grace. Realize that, hey, they're out here, they're hustling, they're working hard. They may make a mistake. They may not get it right. You may wait a little bit longer than you want to for something. Remember back, though, to that time when it was your first day at your first job and your first crazy day. Just be patient, right? You'll get your eggs. You'll get your sandwich. You'll be able to buy your souvenir. Just be patient. All right. Well, here's to a safe and happy Memorial Day to everyone. Drew and I wish you all the best. And as always, normally we shout out on Sunday, but these guys this weekend will deserve an extra shout out to the first responders, the police, fire, EMT, beach patrol. Those will be right there on the front lines when you don't listen to our advice. So, we appreciate you guys and thank you for all you do for us, not just this weekend, but every weekend. And, and again,
everybody's going to be in Ocean City this weekend. Let's go. It's summer 2025. Let's go.
Let's have some fun. Let's be safe. And, let's do it right. So thanks as always for tuning in. And we'll see you guys on the flip side of this weekend. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.